Okay, so my first technique, my first technique that I try and hit off a hip bump is just an old-fashioned C-shaped guillotine, because it sets him up perfectly for an old-fashioned C-shaped guillotine. So I'm going to do the hip bump in my methodology, not in other people's methodology. So when I do my hip bump, I go with my closed legs, my heels go to the ground. I'm going to C-shape everything up. As I C-shape everything up, I'm going to base on my hand so that I get some height. I'm going to reach over the top of Graham's neck and I go here. Right? He's incredibly strong. I go here, he bases on the ground. Boof. And I can't go any further. So this hand's going to wrap in front of his neck. Okay? This hand wraps in front of his neck and I put my hand on my own chest. And now I just sit back into that gap. As I sit back into that gap, I'm going to get my hands together and I'm going to lift that guillotine. Okay, really easy. Apply the tap. It's not a modern guillotine really. It's kind of a C-shaped guillotine. I'm adding a little bit of elbow lift to it just because I can. I'm holding my hands like this. I like the way that Marcelo does it. I've tried all the knots and finger holds and stuff, but the way that Marcelo does this seems to work really, really well for me. So we'll do it one more time. And here, I do a massive hip bump up. Yeah, hand goes down, hips go up, I go over the top. He bases, I can't go any further. I drive my hand through that gap. I'm going to start falling back to the ground. As I fall back to the ground, get my hands together, lift the elbow. And I'm just going to sit and twist, keeping my shoulder over the back of his neck, and get the tap. Okay, it's, as I say, it's not really a modern guillotine, it's more of a kind of old school guillotine, because I'm not really making any distance from his hips, I'm just using my back arch to get the tap. So, that's the guillotine.